So I'm relatively very unknown. I'm considered a nobody by the people that are up on top. And because I'm considered a nobody, I'm not a threat. You know, a few hundred people watching a video here and there is not a big deal. But if I had the fame that Bruce Lee had, where there could be millions of people that will listen to what you say and they will follow, then I can pretty much guarantee that I'll be taken out by the people on top. Because if you think about it, this whole MMA thing is making so much money that they don't want this to stop. Even though it's not good for society, they still don't want it to stop. There's too much money involved. And if one single person speaks against it in which to make it stop, they're going to take that person out so it does not stop. So if, say, Bruce Lee was available, or not, if he was still alive today, and he was speaking against it, and based on his decision, they were going to stop it, they would take Bruce Lee out. Same way they take, you know, they took Tupac out. You know, they took a lot of people out. They took Gandhi out. They took Martin Luther King out. They took J.F. Kennedy out. John F. Kennedy. That's just how this world works. So basically, the people that are on top, that's like the corrupted people that are on top. That's like the mafia in a way. It's kind of like the Godfather, where if you don't listen to what they want you to do, and there's a lot of money involved, they're going to take you out. And when they take you out, that's how they shut you up. And that's just been happening throughout all the ages. Socrates, they took Socrates out. Malcolm X, they took him out. And it's just continually happening through the times. The only way that, the reason why I'm not taken out is because I'm like unknown. You know, you really gotta search for me, and nobody really even knows me. So it doesn't matter. I can say whatever I want to say. It's not a big deal. But even like, say even like Jet Li, if Jet Li would speak the way that I spoke against the MMA stuff, you know, he might have it coming at him. I mean, for sure, they would sue him and things like that, and take all his money, and just like make his life a living nightmare. You know, so that's just how the society works. You could, you know, you try to promote the good, but if they don't, you know, the people up on top, they don't want to hear that, they don't want you to do that, then hey, they're gonna do what they can to get you to stop, because this is a lot of money involved. And you got to realize that a lot of this stuff is revolved around money. Look at the way the government is operated. You know, they're locking up a bunch of people for smoking weed. This is their own health that you're talking about. What's so bad about smoking weed compared to smoking cigarettes? Cigarettes is illegal, but weed's not. What's so much that big of a difference? But then you see a lot of people being locked up and having like messed up, you know, records. You know, their records are just destroyed for life because they you know, they got arrested for smoking weed. And then you got this whole MMA thing going on, and everything's, you know, everything's all of a sudden fine. Like, you know, it's okay to arrange fights. It's okay for people to hurt each other violently. It's okay to mass commercialize that. It's okay for people to bet on these fights. You know, gambling is illegal too. But then they're gambling in these fights. They're setting up these fights. But that's not illegal. You know, so you see a lot of this stuff is political. A lot of this stuff, this is not the truth. This is just politics involved, and people setting up laws and things like that for political reasons. You know, they make a lot of money, and then The people make the money, you know, they make the money doing that stuff, and they share the money with the people up on top, and then they don't say nothing about it. So that's not the truth. You got to make your own truth. You got to see for yourself what's messed up and what's not, and for you to decide for yourself how you're gonna live your life. So meaning, you got companies out there like McDonald's promoting people to have heart attacks, you know, like by giving them this like food that's like gonna destroy their health. You know, you got these big companies like that. You can either eat there or you can eat somewhere like Subway. Subway is healthier, better for you, better for society. It's your choice, McDonald's or Subway, you choose. So with this MMA thing, that's pretty much like McDonald's. You want to choose McDonald's, or you want to choose like something like Freddie's Modern Kung Fu or Zen Martial Arts, or pick Subway, something healthier. So basically that's what I'm trying to do, is provide a healthy alternative. Because this MMA thing is everywhere, just like McDonald's is everywhere. And if people have the choice of either picking McDonald's or, you know, something that's like, that they're not interested in, you know, something else that they're not interested in, or say there's McDonald's and then there's, say like a hot dog stand, which is not as, you know, whatever stand, you know, like grilled chicken stand or something like that. You know, so they got those two choices. And then you got out there, say you got like Taekwondo, and then you got MMA to choose from. You know, so what I'm trying to do is provide another outlet, have people have a balance. So it's not just MMA and like Taekwondo. You know, now we could learn martial arts in its totality. I call it Zen martial arts. Bruce Lee would call it Jeet Kune Do, but I call it Zen martial arts, which is martial arts in its totality, body, mind, and spirit, without cutting out the spirit. The spirit is extremely important. The spirit is what guides you towards the way, guides you towards the true path. It's like having the law for police officers. Imagine if police officers had no laws, that they could just do whatever they wanted to do, and there's no guidance. I mean, it'd be very corrupt, even more corrupted than it is now. But they have some sort of guidance. They follow the law, you know. And with the martial arts, there's a spirit of the martial arts that you got to be guided by. There's always the aspect of peace that you got to remember while you're training in these techniques of combat. So that's what I'm promoting, is a different way. Okay, because MMA is already out there everywhere. I want to let people know that there's something different. There's another route. I call it Zen martial arts. But those people that are already on the path, you know what I'm talking about. We don't have to call it anything. We can just call it martial arts. But the people that are on the path should know. Even the people that practice Aikido, they should know. Because Aikido is translated to the art of peace. So they should know. The people that practice Tai Chi should know. Because Tai Chi is the balance of the yin-yang. So they should know. Okay? The people that practice these sort of arts, where there is a balance, where there's that understanding of the yin-yang philosophy, they should know what I'm talking about. And that's what the society needs. That is what is going to be healthy for society.